Start being aware of when you're living inside your prayers. Whenever we ask God for things in life, whether it be more money, more time, a better car, better house, whatever the case may be, we don't realize when we're actually living inside of those prayers, when we actually have received those things, because God gives it to us in a way that we were not expecting. So, for example, for me, for the last few months, I've been asking God for two very specific things: dominion over my time and dominion over my finances. Like I want more time and more money, which is what a lot of people want. Now, me praying these prayers, I'm thinking like, okay, God is going to bless me with a higher paying job, or my business is going to take off. I'm going to get a random check or a random deposit into my bank account, and I ain't going to have to work no more, whatever the case may be. But he gave it to me. He's blessed me with it already. And it's just not in a way that I would have asked for it necessarily, or I even thought. But the other day I was talking with God, and I'm like, God, like, just bless me with these things. I'm thanking him in advance for it. But he's like, you're already living inside of it. So I had to sit there and think. I'm like, God, like, what you mean? And I'm sitting here and I'm reflecting like, oh, he did do it. And again, it just wasn't in a way that I asked him to do it. It wasn't in a way that I expected him to do it. But I had to repent because of my lack of awareness. I had to repent because I was asking him for something that he already blessed me with. And I didn't even realize, like, this started last month, back in September, and it started when he told me to start getting my credit in check, when he started giving me the tools and the resources necessary to start fixing my credit, to increase my credit and just make sure that I'm in a good financial position. He's been teaching me how to be more responsible with my money to pay my bills. Because I'm not going to lie, like, I'm young and, I'm still learning things in life. And I wasn't the best with money. I wasn't the most responsible. I know what I should be doing, but I just wasn't doing the things. But now I'm actually doing those things, and I'm implementing the things that he's been teaching me, that he's been showing me. He's been, putting the right people on my screen, on my algorithm and stuff like that. So it's just like I'm taking the right steps in the right direction. But like I said, it started with, me getting my credit fixed, paying my bills, and just like cutting out some things that I don't necessarily need. And I've been able to have more money left over to spend, to splurge, to enjoy life, to save, to put away and invest with my time. Like, I go to school and I have a job. I have a job. I'm working 5-6 days a week at time, and I go to school 3 days a week. And I've still had more time to spend with myself, with God, with my family, with my wife. I've had more time than I've had, like, in the last few years to do things and to actually enjoy the life that he's given me. Now, me being human, I didn't realize these things. Like, I was so oblivious to what he's already given me. And I had to understand, like, it was a few spirits that I was dealing with. The first spirit that I was dealing with was the spirit of greed, because I'm asking him for more of something that he already gave me. The second thing was, again, unaware that I'm already living inside of what I've been asking him for. And the last spirit was the spirit of selfishness. I don't know if that's how you say it, but, just being selfish, because deep down in my mind, I'm like, Lord, if you bless me with the time, if you bless me with money, if you bless me with this, if you give me that, then I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to, do it to help your people, to serve your people. But he knew deep in my heart that if he did bless me with these things, I was only going to use it to satisfy my flesh, to serve my own purpose. And it wasn't until he corrected me and showed me that I was already living in the prayers that I was praying. I was already living in the things that I was asking him for. I've already received these things. And it may not necessarily be in the way that I wanted it, but it's the way that he has for me right now. And this is not to say that God is finished, because he's not done. This is just a little dose of what I've been asking him for. And see, the thing is, God will always test you with a little bit to see if you're actually ready, to see if you're actually going to do what you say you're going to do with it. And it goes back to Matthew 25, when you're faithful over few, you will rule over many. So in me asking him, like, God, give me more time, more money, how can he give me more time and more money if I'm not going to do well with what he gave me already, with what I do have? So right now in this time, I'm learning how to steward what God has given me, because he has me on the path where I need to be right now, while he's also preparing the place where I want to be. So for any of you watching out there, if you're asking God for something big, if you're asking God for something mighty, for something that only he is capable of doing, take what he's already given you. Because I promise you, you're most likely living inside of those prayers right now. You just need the awareness. You need your eyes to be open. You need to see everything that you have. Everything. Go over a list of everything that you've been asking God for, and just start thanking him. And it may not be the amount that you want right now. It may not be in the way that you expected it. It may not be what you think. It may not look like what you want it to look like. But I promise you, it's just a small dose of what you're asking him for. Because I guarantee you, he is testing you right now. He's testing you to see if you're truly ready, because he truly knows our hearts. He knows our desires. He knows what's in our minds. He knows every single thing. So if you're asking God for something big, for something great, and something only he can do, he's going to test you. He's going to see if you're actually ready, if you're going to be responsible, if you're going to steward it well, because he cannot give you this thing if you're not ready yet. And when you do come to the realization that you're living inside of your prayer, start thanking him. Thank him for what he's given you in this season, and thank you for what he's going to do in the next season. Because the little bit right now that you have, the little dose of the blessings that you have right now, is only for this season. Because the next season, he's preparing something so much more greater that is going to blow your mind. And remember, it's only going to get better. From this point on, it's only going to get better. But you have to be faithful in this season over what he's given you. Be faithful over few, so that you may rule over many.